Hello everyone, this is day 70 of building a house every day for 100 days. Get into this one here. This theme for this one was decided by a patron. Shout out to Narimna, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Their only suggestion was really to build a fantasy style house. They kind of suggested I use like the kind of warped nether blocks, that kind of stuff. So I took that here, had like an idea in my head, decided to get this like river on the right. Kind of decided to combine the suggestion for the house with like an idea I had in my head before, which was like a water wheel. Just as like a a small feature of the house. It's not like the center of the build or anything, but get the stream in. Pretty basic like landscaping here. Start plotting out where I want the house to go. Kind of realized I didn't have space for it, so I moved all the land over. Just kind of giving me some more room. Planning it out so the house has like 3 different sections, each kind of getting like smaller as they go to the right. Just laying out like where I want the roof to go on each side here. Have like a block palette in my mind, kind of like a little like test area. Getting like the walls in and go for like white walls. Build the frame of the roof up. So I'd have these two going like left to right, and then the main roof, like the biggest one, going like forward to back. Kind of figured it was just like good variation. Plan out, I kind of know I want to have a porch in the front, so I just put that there so I don't forget. Fill in the walls, move some things around. Start getting the blocks out. I fill this roof here, the smallest one, with crimson, and I do warped, and I do crimson again. Come back here and I texture this in a second. Mess around with some things, not really a fan of the way. They're kind of hard to texture with, nothing really matches, nothing really blends them together, so I just kind of like committed to them being separate. Filling everything in. Start texturing it, I mix some, the stripped version and then some purple terracotta. If you look too close, it kind of looks a bit off, but from a distance and like in general, I think it looks pretty good. Start texturing this middle section. The strip version and some cyan wool, cyan concrete powder. Figuring out how I want to I kind of want it to gradient a bit, so I wasn't sure if I want to do top to bottom. I kind of decide on like left to right. So I have more of the planks on the left side because it kind of blends it in. It's a bit darker, so it makes it look better next to the other roof. Now that one's done, we head over to the, the biggest roof, which is again crimson. Texture it the same way, mostly planks at like that meeting point, and then it kind of gets lighter as it moves away from it. Head over to this side, I build these 2 windows. Extend the roof up. Texture everything. Again, same kind of idea, just brighter stuff on the outside. As I finish texturing up this roof, if you guys are enjoying, make sure to click the subscribe button down below. I upload these daily. And if you're interested in the builds, check out the Patreon down below. Or if you just want to support me, I really appreciate it. Back to the house though, add trapdoors. I feel like it just kind of adds a bit more detail, a bit more variation in the texture. Kind of figuring out where I want the windows to go right now, I think, is what I'm doing. Like the height I want them at. So start texturing here. Kind of overuse this main texturing color scheme. It's diorite, calcite, concrete, powder, and wool. Add some walls in it this time though. I feel like it kind of fits more with the kind of more fantasy feel. Makes it look a bit more ruined. Finish texturing up the walls. Pretty happy with how the house is coming out so far. Get started on this water wheel. I had absolutely nothing in mind for this before. I just figured it can't be that hard. And I think it came out pretty good. Kind of built it too high, I lower it. Yeah, I think it just adds like a nice, like unique element to the build. You know, connect it up to the house, make it look a bit more like sturdy, I guess. Yeah, it's really about that done. Head over here, I get started on the porch, which I mentioned earlier. Dark oak and spruce, kind of like similar color scheme here I usually use. Get it like covered. Not sure exactly like how I was gonna do this, because you know there's less slabs than like full blocks, like variations. Came out pretty good, I think. Get started on this like main window. Kind of not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with it. At first I go for like a circle, but then I figure I'm gonna use glass panes instead. But I just really don't like the way it looks. So I go back to like a 2-block thick kind of window design, which I think just look better. Get the door in, quick window. Put a window over here, you know, a few windows around. Get this kind of like tall, skinny window. Couple windows on the back. Figure out where I want the windows like height to be here. You know, because they need to be like on a good level for the interior. Go 3-block one in the back, you know, I got one over here. Put some trapdoors around the windows. Kind of makes it look like it's holding it. Some windows on the top. Get a quick path going. I don't know exactly where the path goes, I guess like the side of the stream. Put some lanterns around. Some flower pots, just kind of fill the space up, add some light. There's like a really easy detail that I feel like look really good. Fill the flower pots up. You know, a lot of rose bushes, you know, just have to fill it. Head to the back here, get some grass, some leaves. That's really about it for the outside. I'm really happy with how it came out. Head inside here. You know, kind of like 3 layers of floor. Figuring out how I want to connect them, really. Getting this floor in for the kitchen. I'll put lanterns down in a second. Sorry, it's a bit dark. Some candles, flower pots. Get started on the welcome area. Got like a rug. I really like the way this like kind of rug looks. I use it like literally everywhere. Like a mix of wool, concrete powder, and then carpet. I think it adds like some depth to it. Hang some lanterns around, some flower pots. Get like a dining area here. Just had to like curve the kitchen and like section off this like dining space. I think it just looks pretty good. Couple paintings, some stairs. Kind of frame the spaces off here. Head down here. The bottom, I put like another dining space. Quick like living area, like a TV. Couple paintings up on the walls, fill the space out really. Some lanterns, flower pots. Yeah, it's really about it for the downstairs. Heading upstairs now. Pretty simple space up here, there's nothing too crazy. This like window, put a table in front of it. Put the bed in the corner. Put carpet around, get like a bookshelf in. Over on the left, put another entertainment space. Like a table. Some candles. Hang some more lanterns around. Hang some flower pots. It's really all it takes to make a decent interior. Just like a bunch of lanterns, flower pots, and paintings. I feel like it usually ties everything together. Finish up a couple like small details here and there. Figure out where I want to put the sign for the patron, which takes me a minute. But yeah, it's really about it. Thanks for watching. If you want to download this house and all the other like 70 total houses I built for the series, Patreon down below for just $3. Again, this house is dedicated to Narimna. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.